Or it'll say, let us continue the transmission in the following way. Please become relaxed. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Take another deep breath in and let it out. And for the third time, take a deep breath in and hold it, hold it, hold it. And blow it out. Continue to breathe in an easy and relaxed manner. Allow your lights to dim. Allow your music to begin. And allow your eyes to gaze upon the reflection of your higher mind in the holotope before you, as though it is a window, a door, a mirror into another dimension, another reality that is reflected within yourself. Allow your body to become relaxed. Relax your thoughts. Let go of the day. Let go of all the ideas and all the thoughts that are not really you, that are simply the noise and chatter that you have collected over the course of your lifetime, that are representative of beliefs and ideas and definitions that you've picked up along the way. But really, now that you have arrived at this point, you can tell many of them, most of them, have nothing to do with who you choose to be. Any that give you the sense of resistance to the natural self, the true signature vibration, let them go. Let them go. Let them go. And let in all those things, all those manifestations, all those experiences that are always being sent to you, that are always coming to you, that are more in alignment with the beacon of your signature vibration that you give off. Feel that beacon stretching out, shining forth from your solar plexus under your ribcage, from the center of your body. That vibrating light, that scintillating light that represents your frequency, that represents your path, that represents your passion, that represents your extraordinary self, your unique point of view, your passion, your love, your creativity, your joy, your freedom, your key to unlock from all things that are not who you prefer to be, and let them drift away on a sea of infinite unconditional allowance and love. Do not invalidate them. Love them and let them go. For they have served you well to bring you to this point in your life where you are now making a new decision. The decision to be who you truly are. The decision to be free. Allow yourself to soak up this vibration of freedom, this vibration of extraordinary potentiality. The opportunities and choices are all laid out before you. And as you allow yourself to be enveloped, to be immersed in this beautiful crystalline sphere, this vibration of light and love, allow yourself to choose now that frequency that is you, and only you. You have, from this point forward, no other choice. Breathe it in. Breathe it in. Breathe it in. Float freely in your imagination between the stars above and the earth below. Float freely in orbit around your world. And gaze upon your planet and all of the extraordinary life and all the extraordinary expressions of life that exist in your world. Endless variation, endless expression, endless activity, endless being. A tapestry of infinity, interconnected, interwoven. The carpet that blankets your world, the carpet of life, expressing itself in all of the extraordinary ways that it can. The unique manifestation of your world, the richness, the complex beauty of life itself, expressed in joy, expressed in power, expressed in truth, expressed in authenticity. For that is now the only city you will live in. Authenticity. That is your home. That is your truth. That is your being. And that is your power. Extraordinary authenticity. The unique point of view that you are. The unique facet of the multidimensional crystal of creation that you are created to be. The authentic you. Living in authenticity. Now and forever. 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 Breathe it in deeply. Take it to heart. Take it to mind. Take it to soul. Take it to spirit. Take it to oversoul. Take it to all the realms of higher consciousness, the universe, the multiverse. Take it to infinity, to all that is, existence itself. And as you go forth, beginning this day, allow yourself, like opening a box of sweets, to choose at least once a day an act of extraordinary expression. Maybe it is something you've done before but never done fully. Maybe it is something you have never done that you will do for the first time ever. But allow yourself at least once a day to choose, like from a box of sweets, that which appears to appeal to you most, that to which you are most attracted, that which is most representative of your excitement, joy, your passion. One extraordinary act every day until it becomes twice a day, 3 times a day, 4 times a day, 5 times a day, 6 times a day, 7 times a day, until it permeates every moment of every day. For even in calmness, even in peace, even in meditation, even in solitude, you can be expressing and experiencing the extraordinary energy of your being. But let it flow, eventually let it flow into action and knowingness and behavior. Let it flow. Let yourself visualize the ideal you, mirror that you, match that you, see the extraordinary things that you is doing, and allow yourself to shift and be that you. Allow yourself to know that you are unique, authentic, and extraordinary, and express it every day, grounded every day in your physical reality, until it becomes your way of life, at whatever pace, at whatever rate you are comfortable with, honoring the belief system ensconced within you and letting it go, letting it go, letting it go when it no longer serves. But taking that one single step a day in an extraordinary way and begin to truly live an extraordinary life. For that is what you are. You are passion itself. You are purpose itself. You are unique, authentic, and extraordinary. There is no other like you, and never shall there ever be again, and never was there ever before. For all times are one, all places are now. You are here, you are now, you are extraordinary. And no longer do you seek to be normal, no longer do you seek to be ordinary, no longer do you seek to fit in the way you have been taught you must. For now you will know that by being extraordinary, by being authentic, by being unique, by being the passionate path you are, you will by definition automatically fit with all others also expressing themselves in extraordinary ways. And together you will harmonize in an extraordinary song of creation and joy that will allow you to automatically know you belong and know you fit in all the ways that are appropriate for the extraordinary way you will be from this point forward. Breathe it in. Crystallize it as your truth. And every day in all the ways that you can, choose no other choice in that moment of authenticity, but to be as extraordinary as you can be, every day, in every way. Allow your imagination and your higher mind to be your guide and reflect to you the truth of your being, the truth of your uniqueness. Ground it. Plant yourself firmly in the grounding physical reality through all the physical actions that you take. And be not afraid to move. Be not afraid to act. Be not afraid to express yourself in all the extraordinary ways that you can. Be not afraid. For all you are doing is discovering more of who you are. And that is the only thing that will ever be found in the unknown. Because the unknown is just you that you haven't discovered yet. That is the only thing that fills it. And when you discover more and more of yourself, you will experience the extraordinary being that you actually are. Breathe it in, and breathe it out into your world. And be the candle flame that can ignite and inspire all other candles. Allow yourselves now to relax and rest into this knowledge and this certainty. Allow your music to soften. Allow your lights to remain dim. Allow yourselves to drift in this new knowledge as this new person on this new day in this new world. Breathe easily. Breathe calmly. Breathe peacefully. Breathe joyfully. And in all ways, know that you are extraordinary. Remain at peace. Remain at peace. And just experience that spark of extraordinary being that exists within you. And be willing, just be willing to let it out. Magic will happen when you do. And your life will be an extraordinary reflection outwardly of the extraordinary being you are inwardly. The sweetest of life dreams and lucidity to you. Our unconditional love to you all, and our deepest appreciation. Good day.
Now, here comes the truly empowered part. Once this template is burned in, once you always go to the default position that you cannot get away from recognizing that these negative feelings, these negative ideas are nothing but a bag of tricks, once you call its bluff, here's the really important part. You're going to focus on that little spot of light at the end of the tunnel, and you're going to pull that light in through yourself, and you're actually going to give some of that light to the negative belief, to let the negative belief know it is valued, it is loved, you are willing to allow it to continue to exist because it always will. You are acknowledging that it will not die. You are validating it as an equally valid belief, and allowing it to know that just because you will prefer to choose something else, it will not die. You now become the PowerPoint, and you are reassuring the negative belief that it will still exist. But as you do so, you become bigger than it. It no longer fills your world. You know who you now are. You are coming from the higher mind, and you are gently reassuring the negative belief that it will continue to always be a part of you, because there is no outside, there's nowhere to get rid of anything to. You will always contain it, because expansion is the product of inclusion, not exclusion. So you will always include it as a probable choice. It will always be valid and equal in your eyes to any other choice. And you get the freedom to choose what you will manifest and what you will experience, even as you are validating the negative belief as equally valid as a choice within your entire reality. And as long as it knows it is loved, and as long as it knows it is an equal valid choice, it won't bother you anymore. It will not insist on being in the forefront anymore. Because once everything is an equal choice, it is bathed in the light and the vibrational love of creation equally, and that is an overwhelming supportive feeling that will allow it to simply remain quiescent, satisfied, happy, joyful, in love with itself and you and all that is. And remember, you will always have, from the positive point of view, the freedom to go back into the negative reality and experience the negative belief again. But from that point of view, you will know you don't have to. You are not, in a sense, made to believe that you are forced to. You will recognize that that is just an illusion, and you will continue to choose through the manifestation mechanism we already discussed and the motivational mechanism that we discussed in terms of how to clear it. You will continue to choose what you prefer, knowing that the ideas the negative belief attempted to trick you into believing are not empirically true. That if you exist, there is something for you that is absolutely ecstatic. And if you stop listening to the negative belief that insists that the only way to be happy is to pay attention to what it is telling you, that it must be done a certain way, that it must be rigid, it must be controlled, it must be in this template. As soon as you know this diagram exists and it's burned into your neurological net, you will know that that is never empirically true. That it is just a belief. You will see it for what it is. You will have X-ray vision. It will be built in to your neurological net. Now, the first question that comes up is, well, if that's built into the neurological net, and yet if the neurological net is always capable of being plasticized and reformed, can't that go away? Yes and no. Because once you know it's possible, once you have decided to allow yourself to align with the freedom to choose, with the positive vibration, once this is burned into the neurological net to begin with, there will always be the echo of that choice. Because again, when we talk about the idea of the plasticity of the neurological net and changing the pathways of your brain, because everything exists at once, that means that all the other possible pathways also still exist as probabilities, including the ability to see this only as a template, only as a trick. Burning it in a certain way through the holotope meditation will allow you to always remember that it's always there, even if only as an echo. It is still always something that you will remember exists as a choice. So you will always be able to choose it if you prefer to. You won't forget it again, because you will know that memory is created in the moment. And even if you play a game where you forget it in this reality, this reality, this reality, this reality, this reality, burning this into the neurological net even once, seeing it this way exposed in X-ray form even once, will allow that crack to form so that as you create those new realities, even if they are negative, it will weaken over time. Something will creep in. The echo, the memory of the neural net, of this template will creep in, and the negative reality perpetuation will weaken, will soften, will dissolve over time. Until you once again remember that you can create something different. Until you once again experience that you have freedom of choice. This is why this has been done in this 3-part transmission. For we get your mind to focus on the idea of the plasticity and the rewiring, and now we allow your mind to begin to consider and ponder the idea of this X-ray structure, and then we take the idea of the multidimensional framework of your existence and we allow you to crystallize this idea on more than just the physical level. Because the idea of the neurological net in your brain is not just a physical one. Because it is the nexus point between the higher mind and the physical mind, because it is the receiver, because it is the antenna, because it is the template reality, because it straddles both worlds, because it has an etheric and a physical component in the brain, it is capable of imbuing this information, in a sense, into what you might now in your modern technology call a virtual memory. So that even if in your physical neurological pathways they are not indicative and not conducive of the idea of bringing back the physical memory, the virtual memory of this will always be there. And you will know that. There will always be this nagging feeling that you're missing something. Even when you're caught up in the negative reality for a moment, there will always be this nagging feeling, this little crack through which that higher mind's virtual memory will come through the template and imbue you with at least the nagging feeling that something else is there. There's another choice to be made. This isn't all of it. This isn't it. You will start actually taking the doubt that the negative belief is leaving you, because it has to leave you, that doubt, or you'll go searching. You can actually use that doubt in a positive way. That doubt will now flip around, and it will be the doubt of the negative belief. You are taking advantage of one of the weak spots in the negative belief's arsenal of tricks. It has to leave the doubt factor, or you'll go looking for something else and find out that what it was telling you was not necessarily true. It has to leave that doubt factor so you won't go looking. So you can take advantage of that. That's the little doorway. That's the little crack through which now this positive energy will leak and turn the doubt against, in a sense, the negative belief. Turn it in the direction of the positive door, the light that exists in the darkness. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
All right. We will thank you for the co-creation of this particular phase of the transmission. We invite you now to explore with us, if you wish, through question, these ideas and how to apply them in any way, shape, or form that seems of value to you.